Hi, friends. I have a story for us today. Can you see what it's called? I know some of you guys can read. It says Shopping with Dad. And it's by Matt Harvey and Miriam Latimer. What's silly in this picture? That's right. Daddy and his daughter are both sitting in the cart. My mom made me a list and she gave it to us, to me and my dad. And we went on the bus. We got off the bus and we went stop to stop. Got on the bus, yeah. Dad found us a cart, and then look how long that list is. Do you see the sign for cart and another picture sign for a bus? Whoosh! We were off. Dad gave me the list and the pencil to hold, and he said, if you're good and do as you're told, you can cross out the things from the list at A, he said. I'd already started, so it was too late. That was silly, he said. Now it's quite hard to read. The list tells me all the things that I need. Did she just scribble on the... She was just too excited. He read it and laughed and said, listen to this. Your mommy's put some very strange things on the list. Weather bread and danger jam, evergreen eggs and octopus underpants, spider legs, well-behaved daughters, water, extra clean germs, strong anti-grump pills, and a bucket of worms. Oh my goodness, I have never been to a store that had those things. Mommy's very silly. I laughed and asked, does it have normal things too? It does, said my dad. Now here's what we'll do. But I didn't listen because I was excited. Because Mommy was funny and I was delighted. So I ran and 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 bumped into a man who was stacking up cans. And he said, steady, whoa there, and gave me a smile. He's not mad. I said, I'm very sorry. I thought that was best because I knew that my dad was getting quite stressed. And he said, stop. Give it a rest. How's Dad feeling? Yeah, not too happy right now. So I stopped and I stopped and I sat and I stopped. I sat there nonstop. I stopped there and sat and I didn't started at all. That's hard to say. In fact, let's see what happens. I sat till I couldn't be still anymore. Do you ever feel that way? I was sitting so still, it was making me sore. It was making me feel like I couldn't breathe. It was making me sweat. It was making me sneeze. And the sneezing feeling, it built up inside. And I just couldn't stop it. I tried and I tried. I tried every non-sneezy thing I could do, but it just went, chew. Can you guys do that with me? Achoo! My book moved. I chewed so loud. And what happened to everything? That's right, it's flying all over the place. But she didn't mean it, she just sneezed, right? The sneeze was fantastic. It made my dad jump. And his jump gave the woman beside him a bump. And she went, ah! And swung around in alarm. And her bag hit a woman who jogged a man's arm. Oh my goodness. And he nudged a lady who knocked someone else, and the knock got passed down to the end of the shelf, till the last person bashed the big stack the man built, which juddered and jiggled and started to tilt. Uh-oh, I think that's the cans that man was building. What's happening to the cans? Are they crashing to the floor? And the man who had been stacking turned slowly around to see his words smash, bang, crash to the ground. Smash, bang, bong, crash, ping, wallop, clunk, clong. Those are silly words. To the floor, and everyone gasped, and one woman swore mercy. Oh my goodness. Then a loud, angry voice said, what's happening here? I think maybe he was saying that. What? And I thought, uh-oh. And my dad said, oh dear. And then people started pointing, right, and said, it was him. No, it was him. That's not fair. She pushed me. He shoved me. Did not. They are not being kind to each other. Then the woman my daddy had bumped on the arm, the one who said, arg, and swung around in alarm, she pointed her finger and said, it was him. Who they pointed to, Daddy? And they stared at me, and my dad scratched his chin, and my dad scratched his nose, and my dad scratched his head. Dad doesn't know what to do. But it isn't his fault. That it is his fault, I said. It was mine, it was me. Well, I sneezed. I sort of exploded as if I was loaded with a great big wet shout. Then my voice faded out. They looked at me hard, so I held on to Dad. Is she a little nervous? Who looked 20 too proud and a quarter past sad. And he winked at me at once. Can you wink? And I looked at his face, and I saw in his eyes the hint of a trace of laughter, soft laughter that couldn't come out. So is Daddy mad? Nope. And he said to the man who started to shout, shh. And he said to the people who gave us hard looks with a slight shrug of his shoulders, oops. Accidents happen. It's always a shame. But when push comes to shove, there's no one to blame. Look at that man on the ground with all the cans on top of him. No one seems mad or sad anymore. They seem happy. Then my dad, he got down on his knees in the store and he started to pick up all the cans off the floor. And the woman knelt too, and she said, right, you're not wrong. Then everyone joined us. It didn't take long. Just like when we're at school, when we all clean up, it's much easier and faster. Dad stood up and stretched and said, that wasn't hard. So we finished our shopping and he paid with his card. We went home. Mom gave us a kiss. I think Mom's an artist. It looks like she's painting a picture. She said, did you get all the things on the list? Dad told her what happened. He made it sound fun. And she laughed and and said, very well done. So Mommy is laughing and Daddy, and no one's in trouble. And everyone said it was just an accident. Here's the back of the book, which shows you when it started to get a little messy. All right, I hope everyone had a great day. Maybe got outside a little bit today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.